Hey guys, back again. We're going to be doing another tier list video, and this one's going to be interesting because it's going to be over all of Kanto. It has probably the largest following in all of Pokemon. Everyone calls them Gen 1ers. Yes, I did grow up on Gen 1, but my favorite generation is Gen 2. I don't know why. I know that Gen 2 is probably the least competitive generation of all of Pokemon, and if I remember correctly, I do think it's the smallest amount of Pokemon in the Pokédex for that generation. But Gen 1, 151 Pokemon, there's a huge following for this, a lot of love and hate throughout the community for this generation. I know that power creep has really affected Gen 1 the most. But I like the simplistic designs. There's a lot of good Pokemon in Gen 1. But we will get started with Bulbasaur. Now, Bulbasaur is my favorite starter of Gen 1, so he's going to go in my favorites. That'll be the first one in the favorite row. But he's just adorable. I really do like Squirtle a lot. But Bulbasaur has always been my favorite for some reason. Like my entire life, Bulbasaur has been my favorite. Ivysaur, and Venusaur is going to go. So there's a reason why I'm going to put them here. I do like the starters, but let me explain. I'm going to put Ivysaur, Venusaur, Charmander, Charizard, and Squirtle in the I like them row. The reason being is I feel like the Bulbasaur as the first stage, Charmeleon as a second stage, and Blastoise as a third stage are the best in the first 9. And because of this gap here, in the amount that I like them, that's why I'm going to put them there. I like second stage, third stage, first stage. I think they need to go in that order. I do love all these guys, so they're going to be going in this row. With War Turtle, though, that's a little bit different. I don't really care for his design. He's super forgettable, in my opinion. So I'm going to put him in the okay row. Now, I think a lot of people are not going to like that, but that doesn't mean these top 3 rows does not mean I don't like them at all. Like it says, I like them a lot, my favorites. So I do like the top 3 rows. I feel like the 4th row is me being indifferent about the Pokemon. Like I don't like them, I don't hate them. It's just very indifferent. They are okay to me. These ones, this bottom row here, not for me. It's just going to be really based on if I have any type of connection or feeling. It's not really that I don't like them. It's more like I just don't have a connection in any type of way. Battling with them, their design, their colors, in the show, in the game, just no connection or feeling with them. So it's not like I hate them. It's just I don't have a connection with them. Caterpie. So the older I get, the more I like Caterpie. So I used to be afraid of bugs when I was younger. So I definitely tried staying away from bugs, but in both Pokemon and Digimon. But it's kind of interesting. I've grown out of that fear of bugs as I got older. And I actually think bug is one of my favorite typing in all of Pokemon and Digimon. So I'm going to put Caterpie here, just because I think he's cute. Metapod really does nothing for me. Butterfree is okay. The reason he's okay is, his design is better than other butterfly Pokemon throughout all the generations, but he doesn't do a lot for me, and really the reason why I'm going to put him in here instead of like down here is because the super sad episode in the show that makes me cry every time I watch it. Every time I watch it, even to this day. But Weedle he's kind of cute, I guess. I'll put him there. He's okay. Kakuna, he's gonna go here. He doesn't do anything for me. As a kid, I would have probably picked Beedrill over Butterfree, but now that I'm older, Beedrill doesn't really do anything that I would want him to do. Like, he's just a bee. That's about it. I just have no connection with him, so I'm gonna put him in not for me. Who's next? Pidgey. I do like Pidgey. I do like Pidgey. Pidgey's iconic. The first Pokemon you can get in the game. Pidgeotto's okay. Pidgeot, I'm going to put back up here with Pidgey. Pidgeotto, besides his name being cooler than Pidgeot, does nothing that Pidgeot can't do. I just think Pidgeot's better in every way. Besides the name, I think Pidgeotto is pretty cool. Rattata, I'm going to put in okay. He's kind of cute. But I don't care for him that much. He's just okay. Raticate, I'm going to put in not for me. My whole entire life, I would rather have a Rattata because Raticate, his face is just kind of scary. At all times it looks like he's going to puncture me with those huge teeth. He terrifies me. So I'm just going to put him here. Spearow, let me see. Spearow's okay, I think. I don't care for Spearow as much as Pidgey, even though Spearow's probably stronger. Once again, just like all my other videos, I'm not going to be going based off of competitive viability. Obviously, as you can see, I am not going based off of competitive viability. I'm just going based off of design, looks, feelings, connections, memories, typings, anything that I personally, biasly like about them. He's cool. He's definitely not going to be in this row, but I think he's here. He's okay. Same thing with Fearow. I think he is okay. He's kind of like a mixture between Aerodactyl and Pidgeot. He's kind of like a mixture of that. He's just going to go here. I never purposely run him, even though I think in the game he's competitively good. But I'm just going to put him here. He doesn't have anything, no connection really with me. Ekans. So I do like snakes in real life. I have one actually. But Ekans' design is literally just okay to me. Which is different from Arbok. I think Arbok has an amazing design. I'm not a huge fan of poison type Pokemon, but his design I think is one of the best snake designs in the game. I really like it. Who's next? Pikachu. Oh man, the mascot of the entire franchise. So. Yes, the whole show, the whole franchise is based around this guy, but I don't know. He doesn't do anything for me. He could maybe go here, but to be fair, I think I have to put him here. He's definitely not down here, but I think I'm just going to put him here. I think he's okay. And I think I like Raichu more than Pikachu, honestly. I do think that's super cool that they have a really fast, really good speed stat. But they're just going to go here. I think I like Raichu more than Pikachu, but I think they're both going to go in okay for now. Sandshrew. My girlfriend really likes Sandshrew and Sandslash. I do think that Sandshrew and Sandslash is cuter than what I gave them credit for. So because they're so cute, and the episode in the anime with the super strong Sandshrew is a great episode, I'm going to put them in I like them. I think that's fair. I mean, look, he's adorable. Oh, this entire line. Okay. So this entire line is going to go in I like them because I like them. I like the first, second, third stage, all of them. I like them all. But with the Nidoking, I like his spikiness. I like his aura, I should say. I'm gonna put him up here with Blastoise. Two big guys right there. I'm gonna put him in. I like him the most out of these 6, so I'm just gonna put him one stage higher. I think that's fair. Clefairy, I don't have any connection with. I know Clefairy's big episode with the moon and everything, but I don't have a huge connection with these guys. I'm gonna put them down here. And remember, that doesn't mean that I hate the Pokemon. It just means that I just don't have really a connection with them. Vulpix. Everyone would probably put it up here in these. But I don't have a connection with them. I know that Vulpix was Brock's Pokemon, but I'm just going to put both these guys here. I know a lot of people are going to probably be upset about that. I just don't have, I would probably always pick something like an Arcanine over a Ninetales or something like that. Like, I have more connection with that, so I feel like it's only fair for me to lower Ninetales and Vulpix. So, Jigglypuff's down here. I know Jigglypuff's in the show. Jigglypuff is pretty iconic, but for me, like, it doesn't do anything that makes me say, hey, I gotta get that Jigglypuff. Same thing with Zubat, Golbat. Now, I will say that these are going down here, but if Crobat was in this selection here, if Crobat was here, even though Crobat's Gen 2, but Crobat would definitely be going higher. I like Crobat a lot more than Zubat and Golbat. Oddish is adorable. Oddish is super cute. I do like Oddish. It's just cute to me. Little guy. I'm going to put him right there. Gloom. So there's an episode in the anime where Ash is at Erica's gym, and the whole place is burning down, and Ash runs back in and saves a Gloom, even though everyone else says that Gloom smells, and they complain about how bad Gloom smells, and Ash overcomes that and saves Gloom anyways from burning down in the building. And it makes me have a good connection with Gloom. I like Gloom. And I've also always liked Vileplume. I don't know. Vileplume's cute in a way. I do like Vileplume. I'm going to put him up here. Paris and Parasect. I do like Paris. I do like Parasect. They are pretty good in the game for a playthrough. They have the powders. I think they have Spore. Puts you to sleep. You can poison powder. All that. I think they're pretty cool. Venonat and Venomoth. So I like moths. I'm going to put them pretty high, I believe. Probably here. I love moths. I've gotten over my fear of bugs, and I have grown to like moths. Diglett. He's cute. Diglett is cute. And for that reason, he is going there. 3 cute guys all in a row right there. But yeah, Diglett's super cute. He's going to go there. Meowth, he's okay. I think he's just okay. Yeah, in the show, Team Rocket's Meowth can talk, but he's just okay to me. He's going to go in the okay row. Same with Persian. I do like Golduck, or Psyduck. Golduck, I don't like as much. I definitely don't like that his name is Golduck, almost like gold, but he's not gold, he's blue. Golduck, but I'm going to put him here. I like Psyduck, he's cute. I like him in the show. Mankey. Mankey. I'm going to put Mankey and Primate. Yeah, I'm going to put them here. I do like them. There is a whole episode based around Primate. And I'm not going to get into it a lot, but in Gen 9 we get Annihilate, which is a perfect example of making a not good Pokemon from an earlier generation into an amazing Pokemon, both competitively and design-wise. I love Annihilate. And it probably gave me a little bit more connection with these after Annihilate came out, because I really had forgotten about these kind of on purpose, because they don't do much for me. But after getting to play with them again, it really made me like that whole line. So I'm going to put them in this row here. Growlithe. So I do like Growlithe. I'm going to put Growlithe here because I like Growlithe. But Arcanine is amazing. He really cool design. He is competitively good. I like using him. He has extreme speed, which is super helpful. I really like that. I think he's going to go in this row. I don't have a lot in this row. Poliwag, Poliwhirl, Poliwrath. As a kid, I think I liked them more, but now they don't do much for me. So for that reason, they would have probably been here when I was younger, but I'm going to move them down to this row. They just don't do really anything for me. I'd probably pick better water-type Pokemon and better fighting-type Pokemon than these guys. So they're left on the back burner, which is kind of funny because his belly looks like a stove burner. Abra, Kadabra, Alakazam. I definitely like this entire line. I like the entire line. I don't like catching this guy. He's annoying, but I do think he's cute. This guy, since he evolves at level 16, and he gets Confusion, I think is the first move that he learns. But he's powerful. I don't like that you have to trade in order to get Alakazam. See, I didn't have friends as a kid, so I didn't have anyone to trade with to be able to get these Pokemon. But he is crazy powerful. Not very defensive, but crazy powerful special attack. I like this entire lineup. You can even choose to do the entire playthrough through the game with just Kadabra if you can't get Alakazam. But I think Abra is super cute. I'm going to put them in the same row. Machop, Machoke, and Machamp. They've always been a super cool design. I like the brute strength behind them. Machop is kind of cute, kind of weird looking at the same time. But yeah, I like that whole lineup. The Bellsprout line. They're going to go here. The only reason I'm going to put them here is because I like the Oddish line so much more than this line. Even though I don't hate these, I like these guys so much more that I have to put them one step lower. So I'm going to put them here. Does not mean that I don't like them, though. So this is going to be a sad one. Tentacruel and... is it Tentacool and Tentacruel? I'm going to put them here only because they're one of the Pokemon in the game that when I come across in the game, I never get excited to see it. I don't get excited to see it. Like if I come across a Paris in the game, oh cool, I'll grab a Paris. That's awesome. But when I come across these guys, I don't have any kind of like excitedness. I don't know. I feel bad for saying that, but and that sucks because I do like Octopus, or Octopi, but I don't know. I wish I had a better connection with these guys, but I just don't. Geodude. Geodude is going to be a crazy thing to say, but I feel like Geodude has the best design out of all of them. I'm going to put Geodude all the way up here. I would love to have a Geodude in real life. He's cool. This is going to be funny splitting up this line like this because Golem, I think, is an okay design. I like him. I would use him. He's pretty cool. But Graveler, I've never liked Graveler as much as the rest of the line. So Golem and Geodude, I've just never liked Graveler as much. So I'm going to put him in the okay. Golem in the I like them, and Geodude's definitely up here. I like Geodude. Ponyta and Rapidash. Ponyta and Rapidash. I feel like I liked them more as a kid. They honestly, they could go in either one. They could go in either one of I like them or they're okay. I'm going to put them here just to be safe. I can always move them up a row later. Slowpoke, he's going to be here in the second gen, Silver and Gold. You do have the Slowpoke tail story arc in there, so that's kind of sad. That's actually a really sad story in there. But I'm gonna put him here. He doesn't do really anything for me. But Slowbro on the other hand, is gonna go all the way up here. And the reason being is I have got to play with him recently, and I did a really fun build with him using what was it? It's the Steel type move that increases defense by two stages. I can't remember the move name, but I used that a bunch of times and get him to be as bulky as possible. And then there's a Psychic type move that the more stat changes that you have on the Pokemon, the more damage it causes. And when you bulk him up a bunch, get 6 to 12 more stages going up on him, that move is crazy powerful. I do like him a lot. I have a thing for Cyclopses. I think they are always super adorable. So I'm going to put him in this row. Magnemite, Magneton. It's just 3 Magnemites put together. I'm going to put him here because I still like him. And I do like that he gained the Steel typing. Because Steel is my favorite typing. But I'm going to put them here. I think that's super fair. At first thought, I would probably put Farfetch'd here. But the more I think about it, Farfetch'd is a super cool Pokemon design. And I think it's pretty fair to put him here. I do like him. It's also interesting that in Kanto, Gen 1, he was a single stage Pokemon. Now he has more evolutions. Doduo and Dodrio, they are okay. If I remember correctly, I think this guy has high speed and attack, which is a kind of cool combination of stats. But they're just okay. I have no real connection with them, and I don't not like them. So they're going to go there. Seal and Dugong is going to go here. Only reason is I never purposely go, oh man, I need to go get myself a Seal. I don't like going against Dugong. Dugong is really annoying to go against. I have a hard time going against Dugong, and I think Dugong, I might be wrong, but I think later generations he is Ice and Fairy. I can't remember. But that's an interesting typing if that's correct. But he's going to go here. Grimer and Muck. I remember the episode in the anime with Grimer. I'm going to put Grimer and Muck here. They're not awful. I wouldn't purposely go out and try to get them. But they're not bad. Shelder, Cloyster. I think same thing. I think I'm just going to put them here. Cloyster's kind of cool. They're okay, I guess. Ice type, I believe. They're cool. I'm going to keep them down here because I just can't compare them to a different ice type that I'm going to move up later. But Ghastly, I love Ghastly. I love the entire Ghastly line. Ghastly, Haunter, Gengar. Now this is an interesting take. Haunter is my favorite design out of the 3 evolutions. I know everyone loves Gengar. Gengar is super, super popular. But there's an episode where Ash has to go get a ghost type to go against Sabrina. And he uses Haunter. And Haunter's super fun and funny and plays jokes. And I love that episode a lot. And I also love the design of where Ghastly is a floating ball. Gengar is an entire body with legs and hands. But Haunter is a floating spiky ball with separate floating hands. And I think that's super cool. So he's going up in my favorites. He's also one of my favorite second stage evolutions of all of Pokemon. Onix. So one of my favorite Pokemon of all time is Steelix. I really like Onix. I wish his stats were better. He deserves so much better. First off, his if you look up Onix's stats and everything, his weight is way off. He's a giant rock snake, and he only weighs like 400 pounds. I weigh 200 pounds. There's no way that a giant 12-foot tall rock snake is only going to weigh 2 of me. That doesn't make any sense. That annoys me. And his stats are abysmal. He's a giant rock snake. He should be insanely powerful. I just don't understand that. I like his design so much that he's going to go here, though. And if Steelix was on the list, I'd be putting Steelix even higher. But Onix definitely deserves this spot. I love the design. Drowsy and Hypno, I think it's cool that he's based off what's it called? Tapir? I think that's what the animal's called. Tapir? I can't remember how you pronounce it. But it's okay. The animal he's based off of, I don't like them that much. I don't care for them that much. They're kind of weird, honestly. Let's see. Krabby and Kingler. They're adorable. I like them. They are cute. I do like both of them. They're cute. I would be happy to have either of those. Actually, same thing with Voltorb and Electrode. I think they're cool design because they're based off a Pokeball. I like them. And they're super fast. Speed stat is crazy. Execute and Executor, I think, deserve to go here. They're cool. They're cute. They're interesting design. I think it's fair to put them there. Cubone. Cubone is absolutely adorable. He's going to go up here. Sad story. Love him, though. Marowak. I love Marowak. Not as much as Cubone, so I'm going to put him here. But I do like Marowak. Hitmonlee. So, I like all the Hitmons. I like all of them. Tyrogue is okay. Tyrogue is bottom barrel for me out of the whole evolution line. But with these two, it's kind of cool. So, Hitmonlee is based off of Bruce Lee. Hitmonchan is based off of Jackie Chan. And you don't get much cooler design than that. Hitmonchan, Jackie Chan, Hitmonlee, Bruce Lee, that's super cool. I do like Hitmonlee more than Hitmonchan. And I also like Bruce Lee more than Jackie Chan. But I definitely like them. I think their designs are cool. I do like Hitmontop from Gen 2 just because I played Beyblade as a kid. So I just consider Hitmontop a Beyblade. Super cool. Who is next? Lickitung. Lickitung is a weird dude. Let's see. Lickitung. Sorry, I got distracted there. So, I don't know if you know this, but in the games, Lickitung is an amazing HM user. He learns almost every single HM in the game. You get a Lickitung, he's kind of bulky, he doesn't do much, but he is an amazing HM user. So, I just put all the HMs on him and carry him around. He definitely deserves to go in this row. Coughing's gonna go here, I guess. It's not like I don't like him, but he just also doesn't do that much for me. Rhyhorn and Rhydon, I like them. They're iconic. I like their design. They're beefy looking. They're cool. Chansey, gonna put him here. I like Chansey a lot more than I like these guys. I don't know. I've always liked Chansey more. Don't know why. Now this is going to be an interesting one. Tangela is going to go up here. As a kid, I thought he was okay. I would have probably put him here. But now that I'm older, I think he is adorable. And I will say I do not like his second evolution. It is weird looking. But Tangela, though, I think he's super cute, super adorable. I'm going to put him here. I don't think enough people give him love. I don't think he gets enough credit. He is cute. He goes there. Kangaskhan. So, this Pokemon actually has my favorite Mega Evolution ever made. So, the baby literally hops out and helps fighting. That's an amazing Mega Evolution. It's my favorite Mega Evolution, but we are not talking about the Mega Evolution. If we were, she'd be here. But we're not, so she's here. I like the design. I like the motherly mama bear powerhouse kind of vibe here. Horsey. I'm gonna put Horsey's evolution line right here. I think this is Seadra. Yeah, Seadra, because I think the next one's Kingdra. I might be getting those two mixed up. I think this is Seadra, and then there's Kingdra. Goldeen, I've never had a connection with. Seaking, never had a connection with. Staryu and Starmie, I guess I like them. Yeah, I like them. They're pretty simplistic designs. They're cool. I would have them. Yeah, I like them. Mr. Mime. He's going to go here. Mr. Mime is just okay. He's alright, I guess. Oh, man. Scyther. I love the entire Scyther evolution line. Scizor, Cleavor, Scyther. I love all of them. They're all 500 BST. All different typings of bug rock, bug steel, bug flying. You can use them in all different types of ways. They have different stat layouts, but they're all 500 BST. I love the design of these. Super cool Pokemon. I like it more now than I did as a kid. Jinx, that's a weird Pokemon, man. That's a odd looking Pokemon. I'm not seeing it. That's interesting there. Electabuzz, never been a fan. Cool colors, never been a fan. I don't even like its second evolution. I like Elekid, the first evolution in Gen 2, more than I like the other two. So he's just going to go here. Magmar, I know Magmar had the fight with Charizard, super epic fight, but he's going to go here. I like Magby, the first evolution, just like Elekid, more than I do Magmar. Pinsir's also going to go here. I do like my bug types, but Pinsir's mouth horrifies me. Pinsir's mouth is terrifying, so I'm just going to put him there. Taurus is average. Taurus is super, super average. I know he's normal type, and I do like normal typing. I like a lot of Pokemon in normal type, but he's just average. He's going to go here. He's not bad enough to go down here. He's not good enough to go up here. He's just average. Now with Magikarp has an amazing shiny. One of the best shinies, honestly. And I love the idea of potential. He literally does nothing besides splash and tackle, I think, until level 20 when he becomes Gyarados. But I love the idea of potential, and I love his shiny, so he's going to go here. Gyarados, everyone's going to say that he needs to go higher, but I'm going to put him here next to Magikarp. The reason being is he is kind of scary looking, but that doesn't bother me. It's the fact that he is water flying instead of like water dragon. He literally looks like a dragon, but he's water flying. I don't know. A lot of Gen 1ers love Gyarados. Absolutely love him. I don't have as big of a connection with him. That's probably going to hurt people's feelings, but I don't know. I do like him. This row is not bad. I like him, but he's just going to go in this row for now. And the reason being is, I mean, Lapras. Lapras, if I remember correctly, is a ice water type, I think. And I like Lapras more. You know what? Let me think about it. Maybe I'll move Scizor down here. I think Scizor belongs down here. I do like him and his entire evolution, but I like him a lot. I'm not sure if he's one of my favorites, though, so I'm going to move him down here. Ditto, for the lore itself, I'm going to put Ditto here. Just, there's a idea that, or a theory, I should say, that Dittos are failed experiments of trying to recreate Mew. And that's why Ditto can turn into any Pokemon. Because it has the DNA of any Pokemon, just like how Mew has the DNA of every Pokemon. And I'm not sure if I'm saying that theory correctly. I haven't read it in years, but yeah, it's a theory that Mew is a failed experiment of recreating, Ditto is a failed experiment of recreating Mew. Eevee, so the entire Eevee evolution line. I am not a huge Eevee evolution line fan. They're all going to go here. If I had to pick one, I'd probably pick Jolteon, but they're all average to me. I don't want to get into that whole evolution line. There's a lot of them. They're all average to me, all across the entire board. Porygon. Porygon is... I want to put him here. I like his design. But besides his design, I have no connection with him. Literally, it's just I like his design. He's going to go here only for that reason. Just because I like the design and he does nothing else for me. Ammonite and Amistar. So I like almost all fossil Pokemon throughout the entire franchise. So they're going to go here. The entire evolution line of both fossils. I love almost all the fossil Pokemon throughout the entire franchise. Aerodactyl, another fossil Pokemon. He is going to go here next to Lapras. I love dinosaurs. I've said that in the other video. I love dinosaurs. Aerodactyl is definitely going to go here. Oh, Snorlax. Buddy. Big buddy. Big buddy's going way up top. Look at him. He's amazing. Big boy. Ooh, the 3 legendary birds. So I'm going to separate these a little bit. Just because I like one more than the others. I do like them. So they're going to go here. But I've always, since the movie Pokemon 2000, I've liked Zapdos more. So I'm going to put him here just to do like a little separation to say, you know, I like him more than the rest. Dratini. Dratini deserves high up because it's an adorable tiny little dragon. I'd love to have one in real life. He is super, super cute. Now, I do like Dratini more than Dragonair, so I'm going to put Dragonair down here. And then Dragonite, the big boy. Big, adorable Puff the Dragon looking guy. He's going up here. He's super cute. Cool, super, super cool dragon design. Only dragon types in all of Gen 1, actually. And I also love that he gets extreme speed, just like Arcanine. Oh, now the legendaries. So there's been the huge debate of who's stronger, and I don't have an answer for you. You could either go Mew with the pure bloodline, that's connected to every Pokemon's DNA, can use every move in the game, I believe. But then you could go on the other side and say Mewtwo was literally designed to be better. But since I don't know the answer of who's more powerful, I'm going to go off of design alone and story. And I'm going to pick Mewtwo to go up here. Mew is definitely staying right here. Does not deserve any lower row. Definitely deserves to be up here. Super cute Pokemon. I love the aura that Mewtwo has. Super cool design. I like him. I don't like that he has balls for hands, though. Yeah. Why does he have balls for hands? Why is he Frieza? Why is Frieza a Pokemon? Alright, well, that's my list for Kanto. I'm pretty happy with the list, actually. I mean, you could move some up, some down, but I'm pretty happy with this list. I love these guys. These top 2 rows are above the rest for me. But yeah, if you stuck around, I really appreciate it. If you want to let me know which Pokemon is your favorite that you would have put in the upper row, and let me know which Pokemon I definitely messed up on. Which Pokemon deserves to go higher or deserves to go lower. Let me know in the comments. Well, thanks, guys. I appreciate you watching. See you next time.